Hey guys. All right. Gonna check that in a minute. It's like 6:30. It was 6:30 when I got up. A little time has gone past. Drinking some Dr. Zevia. Oh, the Zevia thing. Okay, so Isis has something for you guys today. Yes, I still have this cough. The forever cough. Okay, so Isis was just like, okay, got a message coming through. And I don't even usually use the Isis deck, but I actually went in my office and got it because she was like, got a message for you. All right, so then when I started getting into it, I realized that there was a video trying to come through. So I'm just going to read these to you in order, but I want to begin with saying that there is so much more to life than what we know, than what we realize, okay? Like, okay, wait, something that they're just bringing my attention to something that was talked about yesterday that I kind of glazed over. It was about somebody had asked, how can somebody be reincarnated, like back in a body again, and yet still be able to talk to you like in the 5D or whatever? And I actually did talk about how everything in energy, think of it like Bruce Almighty. Was it Bruce Almighty? It's like, not Bruce Almighty. One where he like lassoed the moon. Remember that? I don't remember the movie. I think it might have been Bruce Almighty. Anyway, you could have somebody embodied in somebody reincarnated, and this happens with pets too. And you can simultaneously talk to their higher self or their spirit that's on the other side, in the other realm, still going to school, and all this crazy stuff. It's like your soul is limitless, right? And most of us are what you call star seeds. So we're from, I don't know, I don't like getting hung up on the details because people go like, oh, I am a Lemurian, just like with the past life stuff. It's like, oh, I was Isis in a past life, so better treat me right, all kinds of wonky ideas, but I don't like feeding the ego. But all of, most, if not all of us, actually the ones that are human anyway, are somewhat stemming from some kind of a starseed. And many of you know that. Oh my gosh. I can just see the comments now. If this was live, you guys would be like, I'm from Sirius and I'm from Lemuria. Some of you know where you're from because you've gone and done past life regressions to when you were brought into this incarnation. I became a flower. I became the carnation. Anyway, a lot of you already know where you come from, or you have a sense of it or a feeling of it. Sometimes it's obvious, sometimes not so much. Those of you working with ETs on a regular basis probably have a really good idea. I happen to have had this really crazy experience a long time ago where some gal showed up out of the blue who lived in Mount Shasta. I lived in a mansion in Paradise Valley, Montana at the time. She shows up on the doorstep and she said, I'm looking for Amy. Archangel Michael has sent me. Shows up at the doorstep. And the family I lived with, they're like, Amy, there's somebody here to see you. This woman who I didn't even know had heard about me or something, and she just felt like she got these incredible downloads and all of this about me. So traveled all the way to Montana to come meet with me. She stayed with me for a few days. Back then I had this totally awesome penthouse suite that overlooked the Yellowstone River, this mansion. It was incredible, right? So she was able to stay with me there. And for days, we just downloaded all of this information from the other side. She taught me how to automatic write. I mean, I'd heard about it before, maybe even done a little bit of dabbling in it. Like I took a hospice class once, and it kind of taught you how to do that. Anyway, so we spent days together, and she ended up telling me that I was from Sirius, and I talked to my family from Sirius, and it was like this reunion. Really, it was like all these beings came forward: my father, my mother, my sister. I do have relations with Isis, very close relations, and so it was a pretty cool experience, and it taught me like a lot about like my heritage, my lineage. But since then, I've learned that there are other ties, and as you guys know, that when I've talked about Celeste and everything, she is my higher self. But this is so crazy for some of you. Others of you, it's like, well, duh, of course, but it's like Celeste is my higher self, but she's also the ambassador for like 60 galactic beings sitting around some kind of big white oval table. That's all I've seen. I don't know who they are necessarily. I haven't really spent the time, nor do they say that it's necessary whatsoever. They're all very, very loving beings who are here to balance the energies between the masculines and the feminines. That's what they say this whole thing is about. And I just do so with my own unique flavor. And so these beings are a mix of a lot of different extraterrestrial races. So, having said all of that, some days I'm tapping into Sirius energy. Sometimes I'm tapping into something else. It's like so these beings, whatever is needed, maybe one of those. What happens too is there's like when they first started downloading information, they speak through the light language and stuff too. When they first started to give me information, it was like everybody talking all at once. And I had to let them know, like, I need all of you to like come up with some kind of consensus idea of what you want to convey to me, and then it needs to come down into like a single idea or an umbrella idea that covers all of it. So I can't get confused with all of these different beings talking and stuff. So they did that. So maybe sometimes a bunch of Arcturians want to talk about peace, right? So they might come through. There might be 6 of those that are on the Galactic Council, right? But there might be 6 that come through that day because it's really a great message of peace, and the Arcturians are like, really know what they're doing when it comes to peace, right? So that day I'm channeling. I'm not aware that I'm just mostly talking to those 6 beings from Arcturia or whatever. The next day might be, 5 people or 2 people from so-and-so. So I never know who I'm talking to necessarily, but they're all very good, loving, benevolent beings who really want the best for us. And like I said, their mission is to help the planet. Their mission is to bring peace and harmony between masculines and feminine energy through me. So, and everybody's got their thing. That's just what I'm here to do. And I do that from the perspective of a little bit of a sacred rebel approach. I'm really trying to put it out there in such a way that's me. It's edgy. It's honest. So yeah, anyway, message from Isis this morning. I was like, the last couple of cards, I was like, oh my God. And then there's going to be a blessing at the end of this. You should know that. Okay. So let me just deliver the message. And I'm sorry that took so long, but I just feel like a lot of you needed to know that there's just so much going on energetically that you guys are just unaware of. Keep a very, very, very open mind and just know you guys are being guided. And Just know you're being guided. Okay? Cartouche. Choose to release that which would lower your vibration into fear. Come back to love. Stay true to yourself, and you shall inspire others to think or speak more positively when they are around you. Invoking the power of speech and words for your strength, protection, and spiritual growth will work effectively for you. Some of you need to speak up. Some of you need to speak your truth. And do not fear. Come from a place of love, confidence, and strength. And speak your powerful words. Speak your strong words. Page of Swords. Knight of Swords energy. Like, say it like you mean it. Like I just said, like putting it out there, like this is the way that it is. This is the way that I'm viewing it. This is my own view. Like that guy was talking about on the live yesterday. My worldview is different than anybody else's worldview. Everybody has a different view. And everybody's right for their own view. That's their own perspective. So everybody's on their path, you know? High Priestess. Oh, and this is what the card looked like. High Priestess. A mystery is to be unveiled. A new clarity around your direction is unfolding. Be willing to wait for the full reveal, but also recognize what is happening at this time. You will be gaining valuable insight into where you're being led and for what purpose. In other words, everything is happening for a reason. Pay attention. There's a reason that you are exactly where you are. Things are unfolding. You will have the blindfold taken off. Things will be unveiled. But you also need to be paying attention to what's going on around you because you're being led. You will be gaining valuable insight into where you're being led and for what purpose. So ask yourself, why is this happening around me or to me or whatever? Why is this happening? Look for the deeper reasoning. You know, how is this benefiting me to be in the situation that I'm in? How is this somehow to my advantage? And really think about that. Sit quietly for a moment, even meditate on it. Why am I here and not there? And then gain some clarity and then speak your truth. Say what you got to say to whoever you got to say it to. And see that, yeah. I'm just paying attention to what they're saying I should or shouldn't share right now. So that's why the pause. Entering the Chamber of Healing. Oh yeah, this is the High Priestess card. I need to show you guys the cards too. Isn't she awesome? Do you guys remember when there was this really cool, when I first got this deck a while ago? Or no, it was another, anyway. It was some kind of deck and it had the High Priestess and then it had the Masculine. And they were side by side, and I put it on Instagram. That was the coolest message. And oh my gosh, those two cards next to each other with the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine next to each other, I was like, damn, that's some serious power. Those are power couples right there. Okay, enter the Chamber of Healing. There we go. A spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open, without expectations or preconceived notions. And we talked about that in the live yesterday too, how important it is to just unconditionally love. And allow the healing energy to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear to be as it should be. Expect your miracle. Oh my gosh. Okay. Divine destiny. Seriously. Divine destiny, really. And that just randomly okay, so first I should tell you, when I first went to pull the cards, I didn't know whether I was like pulling them for me or if it was going to be a message for you guys or like if it was about somebody. I just was told, go grab Isis and pull 6 cards. So I did that. And then, this is crazy. And then they're like, there's one more. So I grabbed it. It was like on the bottom or on the top or something, right? I grabbed it and I was like, whoa. And that's why I put the intro in here. And then I was like, they were like, and one more. And that was to go like after the blessing. So they told me like the order it was all going to go. And that's when I knew it was a video. I was like, oh, damn, what a great message. So divine destiny, the divine warrior is within you. And remember how I talked yesterday about how my friend that died is a divine warrior? Dude, so much of this like applies to yesterday's live. There are a lot of really powerful messages in there, you guys. If you haven't seen that live video, definitely watch that. Or have it in the background as you're doing other things, because it is like an hour, but I don't know, it's got a lot in it. So the divine warrior is within you, helping you to continue with a worthy path, even during times of difficulty. When faced with a challenge, a true warrior will summon more of him or herself. Not numb out. They didn't say that. Not numb out, not check out, not cower down, not hide. When faced with a challenge, a true warrior will summon more of what of him or herself to the cause. It might be bringing more wisdom, more focus, or intelligence, or surrendering into the divine. The warrior within has great inner resourcefulness and determination. So if you guys are in a challenging situation right now, tap into that resourcefulness and determination. Realize the benefit and advantage to your situation and why it is how it is, because there's a reason for it. Trust in divine timing. Know that it's divine destiny, what you're trying to achieve. Expect your miracle. Speak your truth, okay? Stay true and be in your power. You are a sovereign, divine being with spiritual authority and freedom within. You do not need permission from anyone to be who you are and live your life as you choose. This is your divine birthright. Guard it as the precious treasure that it is, and remember that you are a divine being, free to be you. Some of you really need to know just how powerful you are and start speaking your truth and acting from that truth. And the reminder at the beginning about being a light being is your purpose is to, you have a purpose. You have a spiritual purpose. You have an energetic purpose. Like mine is to balance feminine and masculine energies. Help people get in their power and be balanced warriors, right? You also, this isn't about, so many people get caught up in their normal everyday lives and what they're doing and their jobs and all that stuff. It's not, life is not about that. You were put down here to go take care of business, not just fun business, not just, you know, all this stuff. There's a loving, powerful, sovereign energy, a passion in each of you that is driving you to do something incredible, something that only you can do because you're special in your own unique way. You got to figure out what that is. You can always do a remote reading with me, of course, to figure that out. But you gotta tap into that and not deny it and keep putting a lid on it. Every time it starts to rise to the surface, oh, well, they say I can't. Oh, they say I can't. Oh, they say I can't. Oh, this one's manipulating me to keep me stuck. This one's putting pressure on me. This one's guilting me. This one's, you know, all of that. Like, realize that you guys have like an army on the other side, okay? A whole galactic council, maybe. 1,000,000 dragons, okay? Or maybe 100, or maybe 1. You've got all these beings on the other side that are way stronger than that puny little human being that is trying to hold you back, being a little devil in your life, okay? So realize, just put it all in perspective here. You are supported in a way bigger way than you even have any idea about. And your puny little life that you think that you're living has so much more value and so much more worth, and you have so much more power than you could ever realize at this time. All of this, whatever is happening to you right now is not willy-nilly. It is happening for a reason. So embrace it. Make it the best it can be. Speak your truth and break out of any chains that are holding you back. Portal of light. It is only this physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are a conscious being on levels beyond this physical world. You are guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of time and space. See what I'm talking about? You will not become ungrounded through spiritual work. You are not leaving your earthly connection behind. You are merely adding to it. Step in your power, you guys are completely backed up by an army on the other side. Even if you go through whatever you got to go through completely alone, you are never alone. You may think you're alone, but man, you got so many cheerleaders on the other side that are going to work things out in your favor. It's unreal. Truths unveiled. Did I show you that? Yeah, I did. Okay, truths unveiled. And I just did a video on hidden secrets being unveiled, I think. Hidden secrets coming to the surface or something like that. If you guys want to watch that video, it's a good one too. Truths unveiled. There are times when appearances of people, places, and things are deceptive. You will sense this when something feels uncomfortable within you. When you notice feelings of anxiety or doubt within you. You may think there is something wrong with you, but actually you are intuitively sensing that all is not as it appears to be. Trust what you feel, not what appears to be, you guys. Some of you are flat out getting tricked. Do you remember, this is another thing I talked about in my live yesterday. I was in a very, very unhealthy relationship, and I thought I was going crazy sometimes, and I thought it was all me, and I thought, oh my gosh, what am I doing wrong? I kept making it about me. And then I realized I was totally getting played. I was totally my partner was totally faking me out. And, it takes a while sometimes to figure that out. But not saying it's even your partner or anything like that, but there could be, listen to your gut. That's all this is saying. Your gut is accurate. It's telling you the truth. Do not question yourself. Do not question it. If you're uncomfortable in that situation, just get out of the situation. Once you're out of it, you'll have more clarity. And don't get to overthinking things, making you doubt things either. Stay strong in your truth and know what's going on. And if you don't feel right about something, I can't even tell you how many times I do readings with you guys and you're like, you know what, I kind of sense this, or I kind of feel this is going on. And I'm like, yeah, duh, 100%. I'm just confirming what you already know, what you already believe. And that's what I'm here for, is to help you feel strong about that. One of the things I'm here for. So, but that just proves to me over and over again that you guys are right. Listen to your instincts, listen to your gut, know that you're getting played. People can know what to say. People can even mimic. Some divine feminines, male and female, mimic the divine feminines, the real divine feminines. They watch them, they talk like them, they say things that are kind of inspirational and stuff sometimes. But when you see their actions and how they live and their meanness and stuff like that, you can tell that they're snakes, or that they're wolves in sheep's clothing. Gotta listen to your gut, you guys. You're not wrong. You're right about whatever that is you're feeling. So stay sober, stay clear, and stay sane by knowing that you're right, and get the hell out of there. You won't have any regrets if you listen to your instincts. Okay. Isis. Okay, miracle of Isis. Isis offers a miracle healing no matter how much you've struggled with your particular matter, no matter how impossible it may seem to imagine your life without this old wound, addiction, that's funny, I just said that, problem, relationship issue, or inner struggle being part of it. You are guided now to accept the possibility of miraculous healing. Let go and let the goddess be, or the God. And I say God loosely, guys. I'm not saying you're all gods. All right, so let me read that again. Miracle of Isis. Isis offers a miracle of healing no matter how much you've struggled with a particular matter, no matter how impossible it may seem to imagine your life without this old wound, addiction, problem, relationship issue, or inner struggle being part of it, the possibility of miraculous healing. Now, okay, you are guided now to accept the possibility of miraculous healing. Let go and let the goddess be. All right. So then, so I was like, this is where they said, okay, one more card. And I was like, okay. And then they said, Lady of the Stars. And I was like, that's interesting. Sirius, the planet that I'm from, is a celestial goddess, a star of unconditional love, which I talk about all the time on here, and wisdom at an extremely high vibration. She brings deep soul awakening, spiritual gifts, and a high capacity for divine service. She asks you to pay attention now because something significant is taking place at a spiritual level for you at this time. And I have chills all over the freaking place. They're saying, listen, listen to this woman from Sirius because I'm serious. A star of unconditional love. This message that you're hearing right now is from a star of unconditional love and wisdom at an extremely high vibration. She brings deep soul awakening, spiritual gifts, and a high capacity for divine service. She asks you to pay attention now because something significant is taking place at a spiritual level for you at this time. Wow, right? Okay, so then this is the one where they've asked me to do a blessing regarding this. So it's the soul retrieval card. Isis, healing goddess, now offers you spiritual restoration and deep whole soul healing through the art of soul retrieval, reclaiming pieces of you lost through trauma, old and new. Soon you will enjoy greater wellness, energy, and power, so be willing to go through the healing process, knowing that any emotional clearing taking place is leading you to wholeness. So they want me to do a soul retrieval, you guys. Somebody asked me a while ago, do you do soul retrievals? And I was like, I could do anything with the support of my family. That family. So, keep an open mind as well to that type of thing. You may not know the answer, but you know that your crew does. So, or they at least know where to direct somebody if you don't have the answer, if you don't know how to do something. But Isis is asking me to do a soul retrieval for you guys using light language at this moment. So here we go. Oh my gosh, I can tell this is going to be awesome. All right, so just relax, drop your shoulders. I want you to picture, it's like when we give ourselves to other people and we give our power away, they have a little piece of us. So like we're scattered all over the place, parts of our soul, parts of like what we put energy into. At this time, I'm going to be calling upon all of those pieces to come back to you. And for anybody else's pieces of them that they gave to you are going to go back to them. So everyone is going to just come back into wholeness. Everybody that you've interacted with that have taken a piece, or if you're polluted with them or they're polluted with you in any way, if they're everybody's just coming into wholeness through this blessing. Okay, everybody involved. Let me take a drink. Ooh, Isis is here, of course. She's been here, but right now she's got her arms out and her eyes closed. So we should probably join her. Okay, hang on. Hai mo kon sai lai, I shan se lai mo ke. Ale shiki po mo na tse. Ale na po kapopa ai shan se la. Ele ke he na mai ka. Ale shuku po mo ke sa. Ale he mo aish. Sai mo kai la pari na se. Akashi na palakina se e ukopo. Hashiki zan se la e po mo buke. Hai isa se. Le shiki po mai na se na la kriina se pe esa. Le puon shanke mo ke nai. Hala se ho ma la kriina. So se na shaki ilo purupo amai. Shiki tsana na bukola. La pu mama ke hasase asako shomo mama ke na tekela. Be at peace, be bold, be courageous, and go forward. Have a beautiful day.